Hi, it's Sarah. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. So I thought I would take you along this week with me and show you what a week in my planner looks like and how I've been using this planner. This is the Hubman and Chub Girl 3-month daily, and for the month of January I have a Cozy Cats journal pack that I've been utilising, and as well as that I did have these monthly stickers, bullet journal stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. And I didn't want to waste them, so I went through and I actually put down the dates in the daily. And in one of the weeks I put the days, and then I used these dot stickers and doodles, as well as using a little piece of art. And then finally I put the October on that notes page there, and I thought I might as well utilise them. But we're going to start with Sunday the 8th. So I wanted to plan for the week ahead, so I ticked that off, and then there's a notes page just before where the dailies start, and I divided that out into 4 sections on each side. And I've been using this as a weekly overview because I can't live without a weekly overview. I need it. This pen is a 969 Tombow, and I used it just to draw a line in between each day. You don't have to do this, but just visually I like to have that divider so that it's my checklist basically doesn't blur into one. You'll see how it looks whenever it's completed. And then at the bottom of it I put a bit of MT washi in pale grey. And this is where my journaling pack comes in useful for me, because I'm able to then use these to put the days and the dates for the week. If you didn't want to do a weekly overview, technically you could just use these in your daily. But well, one, I knew I had the stickers previously purchased for redating my softbound, the planner I was using before, and I didn't want to waste them. And two, I just, even if I hadn't had them, would rather have the matching days all in one page and then just use a marker and write the day in the dailies, because you'll see in a minute I don't pick the same theme every day, and these wouldn't necessarily have coordinated with the washies I chose. Oh, the lilacs now. Anyway, once I got all the dates down, I then put a little cat underneath the date. The week before I put them on the right hand side, and I decided to change it up and put them just underneath the day. I might as well make the most of these stickers. I actually really love this Cozy Cat theme, and I might buy more because, as you can see, quite a lot of them are very planner related, like holding coffee, holding journals, sitting at a computer. And even that wee one that I put on the Sunday wrapped in a blanket holding coffee. It's just, they're all very universal in a sense that I could use them week in, week out and not have to have a Cozy Cat theme in order for them to make sense. But as you can see, I'm going through, looking at my monthly spread and picking out the events and the things that I know. I actually hadn't put my Tesco deliveries in, and I decided to put them in at this point. I just put in the real high level, I definitely know this is happening details, rather than putting in a whole list of to-dos in advance. And I just work better like that, planning. I don't like saying, oh, I'm going to deep clean my fridge and it has to be on the Wednesday, because I don't know what my days, how busy they're going to be in work. I might not get a lunch, and if I decide that I want to do a whole load of things and I plan it on the Wednesday, don't get time on lunch, get called into the office, or something happens, it would annoy me putting an X in loads of things and moving them about. So I take advantage of the daily spread and leave the lower level details to that point. So I just went through and finished putting everything in, and that was me. It was Sunday and it was at the end of the day. I didn't need to do anything else, so I just left my planner sitting until the next day. And then the next day, first thing in the morning, I went in and I added details. So I decided I wanted to meal plan on the Monday. And I tick everything off in the weekly spread to acknowledge that I have captured it on the daily spread, as opposed to saying it's done. And honestly, sometimes I go back and add things to the weekly, even though I've already done them, and tick it because I memory plan. So whenever you flip over that double dotted page that I use as a weekly, there is actually another notes page before the daily started. And I decided I wanted to use that to write out my meal plan for the week. So I decided to keep the same theme because they're both beside each other. I do that throughout the whole week. And that washi is the Autumn Washi set from Hubman and Chub Girl. And then I used a 969 Tombow to highlight my work hours, and I was going to use it to divide out the 4 days I was going to be meal planning until my next delivery. But I hated it, so I just covered it with Tipp-Ex and then put the thin washi from the set as the barrier between each of the days. And then I had a week that I wasn't going to need because the journal pack gives you 5 weeks and I was only using this for 4 in October. So I decided to use the Thursday to Sunday there. And then I just went ahead and mapped my Monday, what I wanted to do first thing in the morning, so that over my lunchtime and straight after work I was able to actually carry out the plans.
Drifting down so soft and slow, outside my window I watch it go, all the lilac snow. And though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill with the memories of winter.
And on my lunch I sat down. This is an Erin Condren softbound notebook and a big pile of recipes from whenever I was doing HelloFresh, and I decided to just pick 4 meals and then write down the ingredients and buy them myself as opposed to doing the delivery service through HelloFresh. And then the aim is to write the ones that I definitely love and want to keep in a recipe book. Honestly, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with meal planning. I love it because it saves you money, it keeps you healthier, etc, etc, all those reasons. And before, I would just sit the night before, whenever I was updating my grocery app, leave it to the last minute and then just pick things that I was eating every week, week in, week out, because there was no thought and it weren't always the healthiest choices and blah, blah, blah. So I just told myself I was going to give it another go, but at the same time, I also don't like it, and I don't really have a logical reason other than I just don't enjoy it. Trying to psych myself up into doing it is a pain, but anyway, one can but try. And one thing actually on the list of cons for me is that I cannot decide a week in advance what I want to eat that night. So that is why I'm writing the 4 meals that I chose on a post-it rather than putting them directly into my little pre-made plan. But yeah, I wrote everything down I needed, lifted out the 4 recipe cards and put a little clip on them. And then in the spirit of, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right, I decided that the next day I was going to clean my fridge out and my pantry. And I knew that I didn't want to do it on the Monday. I have Monday-itis, and it was good enough that I had actually meal planned on that day. So I put that down and then they update the grocery app part on the Wednesday and stuck my post-it note in where the meal plan was going to be.
Of the ones I wish would have left.
And then all I had left to do was put a wash on, and that was that.
Oh, the light.
So the next morning I came down and sat down at my planner desk with my coffee, opened up my planner and took a look at what I had planned. And I also decided to actually deep clean my bin. I was lying thinking about it on the Monday night because my bin smelt. I'm sure you really needed to know that. But anyway, I ticked those 3 things off after I sort of took a note of them. And then as well as that, I ticked off that I had done the washing the night before. I didn't look at my planner again after my meal planning session. And then I picked my theme for the Tuesday and the Wednesday. Like I was saying earlier, I like the pages that are beside each other to have the same theme, just a personal preference. And I chose coffee for Tuesday and Wednesday. This is the coffee washi set from Hubman and Chub Girl, and I also use throughout the spreads some Hubman and Chub Girl coffee stickers, you'll see. Marking my work hours, this time with a brown mile liner. And then I actually needed to go into the office on Wednesday, so I lifted out this sticker from Hubman and Chub Girl. It's like a busy day type Chub Girl sticker, and thought it was really perfect and put that in then. When I go into the office, I don't plan until I come home again. I'm not a morning person, so I never get up on time to sit and look at my planner. So I just went ahead and put that travel to work part in, and then continued on with mapping out my Tuesday. And I've got into the habit in this planner of having a to-do section and a social section and separating those out. And I haven't actually been putting in the specifics for work. I don't really feel like I need to. I mean, planner styles and needs change, but this would actually be really perfect as a work planner to map out the schedule of your day and have a list of to-dos on the side if that's something that you're looking into. And that little clean fridge sticker, by the way, is Hubman and Chub Girl too. It's really cute. And as you can see, I wrote out my to-dos of everything I wanted to deep clean, and then my socials of filming this video, and I wanted to download the clips so far that I had.
Snow tells secrets of long ago, of carol song.
And I actually spent my lunch doing all the deep cleaning, and I was really proud of myself for getting it done, and sort of ashamed at finding a tin that expired in December 2022. And I actually looked up out of the corner of my eye at my medicine box, and there was an Alka-Seltzer packet just staring at me accusingly, and it expired in 2018. So I really need to sort that out, but one step at a time. Anyway, we're on to the Wednesday here. I got home from work and actually continued working the rest of my day from home. But after I finished, I logged off and came in and sat at my planner desk, and I needed to update the grocery app. Thankfully, I did this. See, this is why I say I have a love-hate, because it's totally worth it, and I know this. Because there's no way, I was so tired, days in the office really take it out of me, and I never would have sat and did that and then updated the app. So thankfully, I already had my list and I just needed to put them in. So I said thank you to my Monday self. So all I needed to do was tick off everything from Tuesday, map out what I'd done so far on Wednesday, because I didn't want to leave it blank, and then add what I wanted to do straight after this planning session, and that is update the grocery app. And that was all I did. I didn't plan on anything else. Like I said, I get so tired whenever I have to go out and about and into the office that I just don't have the desire to do anything else. I'm actually rewatching The Vampire Diaries at the minute for the 100th time. I'm letting myself purposefully take a break because I've had a period of like extreme busyness for a long period of time, and I'm in a lull at the minute where I have finished painting all the doors and need to order floors, but didn't want to go ahead and start another space. I could have done that, but I just made myself take a little break in this lull because I've been going with decorating and doing various things in work and personal life since about February. And I did take a break over my annual leave in August, but rest is always productive. Now that I've had this little break, once the floors go in and I get back into things again, I won't feel burnt out, I'll feel ready to go, and I do, and I cannot wait.
Get sweet on. Oh, the light like snow whispers softly on the wind.
Thursday then was a page flip and the need for a new theme. So as usual, I put in what I wanted to do and focus on and tick things off, and then got it set up. And I chose this washi. It's from a set of 2 from the April subscription from the Coffee Monsters Co. And this one, it just has a plain white background with lots of various sticky notes on it. It's gorgeous, I love it. It has silver metallic. And instead of using a mild liner or a Tombow, I used this Blen, B-L-E-N pen from Zebra and highlighted my working hours. And all I really wanted to do this day was fill my vitamin trays, and that's about the height of it. And that's what I was talking about, my very loose style of planning. Some days I want to get lots done, some days I don't. Some days I have lots to do, and some days I don't. So this morning I knew I wanted to fill out my planner. I actually decided to go ahead and pick the meals and fill out the meal section and fill out everything else and just tick it like it had all been done and not look at it for the rest of the day, because I only had one thing to do and I didn't need to remember anything else. And also, actually, I used a little sticker from the pack. It's like a Happy Meal type sticker, this one here, because my journals for 2024 were due to arrive, and they did. I'm so excited to share them with you, and I've actually ordered my planners as well for 2024. I know, who am I? 2023 me is jealous.
Breeze come flowing in. Once the candles on the tree glow.
Friday, I decided that I wanted to do meal planning again because my delivery was on Sunday, but I was going to have a really busy Saturday and didn't want to have to worry about that and end up leaving it as usual, to the last minute and ordering stupid stuff. But I actually decided to plan my Saturday and my Sunday as well, and plan for the next week, because I wanted to go on the Saturday and look at new flooring. And I did. That was this morning. And then edit and schedule this video like I'm doing now. And I didn't want to have to add in planning and setting up the planner for the week ahead into that busy day. And then I figured I would just give myself the Sunday off. Then on Friday as well, I wanted to clean the house. So I really wanted to make sure I got ahead that morning and mapped out my full day and everything I wanted to get done. And I actually also went into my monthly planner and added a few things that weren't in there, because we had spontaneously, well, I spontaneously booked 2 days annual leave because Stephen had told me that he's taking me away for the weekend. That was part of his birthday present to me. We're going to Portrush and we're going to be leaving on the Friday, and I thought I might as well book the Friday off. But whenever I was setting up this monthly, I didn't know that. So I decided to get those things put in now, as well as booking my Tesco deliveries, etc. So when it came to later in the day and I sat down to plan the week ahead, I had this as a point of reference ready to go.
Softly lighting up the lilac snow, then the quiet of the winter night was filled with wonder and pure delight. Oh, the lilac snow tells secrets of long ago, of carols sung, of gifts we've known. Oh, the lilac snow whispers softly on the wind as memories come flowing in, as the lilac snow falls alone.
Then by the time I had done all that, I'd actually woke up a bit earlier than normal, so I kept going and decided to go ahead and get the meal planning done and get ahead. Only this time I went right the way through to the point of updating the app. And that gave me a head start. I was able to take that off and go and carry out my day and get on with the plans. And I did. On my lunch, I cleaned the house and then I put a wash on, and all I had to do after work, which is what I'm doing now, is plan for Saturday and Sunday and then plan for the week ahead. So for the Saturday and Sunday, I decided to use this wildflower washi. It's a set of 4 and I think I used about 3 of them in this setup. And then Saturday and Sunday, because I don't have my work hours, I can do things when I want to do them. Like, I didn't know what time we were actually going to head. I knew it was going to be around lunchtime, but I didn't want to go ahead and put in at 10 o'clock we're going to see the flooring, because we might have ended up not going because something happened, or going a bit later or whatever. So I just put in my actual to-dos and didn't fill that in. And honestly, I kind of go back and fill in the schedules for Saturday of what I actually did when I have a daily. But that's fine. And then Sunday, as you can see, I just write no schedule. I have no intention of doing things on a set time. And I don't even actually pre-write my list. I do intend tomorrow to do nothing, but if I feel like it in the morning, I'll write myself a little list. And if I don't, I'll just cover that with washi. It's no big deal. And I've been using the same pen since I started using this planner. That's the blue-black Zebra Sarasa Grand. And I decided to switch for the next week. Whenever I go to start on Monday, I use that. It's the Bordeaux purple version of the Zebra Sarasa Grand. And then I switched Sig Clean Colour Dots to a pale green. And then use my journal pack to put down the dates. And then I used the pastel purple this time instead of the pastel grey from MT.
Are turning brown, red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down.
now I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon.
And then, rather than leaving it to Monday, I decided to go ahead and do the layout for my meals. And then I just put the post-it note on top again. And I actually drew it out thinking I'm going to be doing it for a full week this time. But I forgot that I'm going away for the weekend. And I'll definitely not be meal planning, but sure, it doesn't matter.
Autumn comes too soon.
That is a week in my planner. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and seeing how I've been using this planner. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm going to give you a little flip through of all the spreads so far.
The light that flickers will blow away the sight, and all that blossomed will wither away and die. Not now.
And that's it for now. Until next time, take care, and I'll speak to you really soon. Bye!
First time I ever saw you, I fell in love when you entered the room.